Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Friday, March 4th. So the moon is going to be in Aries all day. This is definitely helping us in a lot of positive ways. We are headstrong. We are futuristically focused. We are bold. We are brave. We have fire in our hearts, and we are definitely looking to go ahead and take some action and progressively move forward in healing our emotions, our headspace, and of course, if the opportunity arises, we are definitely going to take action and make a move, take a baby step forward in the path in which we are now being inspired to pursue. It's a pretty busy day in the cosmos. There are 13 different aspects taking place. 10 of them involve the moon. The biggest thing that we have shifting here today is that Venus finally leaves her shadow period. It has been a very long haul. Again, going back to December when she first entered into Capricorn energy, she bumped into Pluto. She went retrograde, spent 40 days and 40 nights really ripping down the layers of her soul, figuring out the power exchanges, the power struggles within herself, what it is she actually wanted, needed, and desired, especially where relationships were concerned. And of course, continued to do the dance with the god of the underworld, Pluto, multiple times, especially when she came direct. And of course, yesterday we had Venus and Pluto do their third and final little tango with each other, really pushing us to stand in a new place of empowerment with what it is that we want, we need, we desire in our lives, where stability is needed, where relationships are concerned, where money matters are concerned. Definitely a huge push forward. So today we do have the moon in Aries really lighting us up and making some very tension-filled aspects right out of the gate with both Saturn and Mercury. As you may know, we had this Saturn and Mercury conjunction under the new moon just a couple of days ago. We're still very much in that new moon energy. And it definitely brought a more serious narrative in our mental planes. We had to get down to the nitty-gritty. We're definitely looking at our long-term goals, our long-term plans, and we definitely had to do some shifting where that negative narrative was concerned. Now, Mars is going to help us out today by bumping into Chiron, the wounded healer, in a very positive aspect that's going to fire us up and really bring a brand new determination back. We are focused. We are tired of messing around. We are bold. We are brave. Of course, Mars rules over this Aryan moon. So we are fired up in kind of renewing ourselves, really kind of building ourselves back up in a beautiful way. Many of us got torn down a little bit, got taken back a couple of steps under that new moon in Pisces. And this is where we essentially get renewed. Now, the moon is going to bump into Pluto. And this is a good aspect. This is a positive interaction because this is helping us muster up our power, to stand in our power, to be empowered enough to move forward, take control over the aspects in which we have control over, standing in a brand new place of authority. We are not messing around. This particular energy is definitely a huge indicator that we are taking some of the darker experiences, darker emotions, darker thoughts that we've definitely had to sit in, and we are using it to push ourselves forward, to inspire us, to level up, especially in our emotions. The moon goes ahead and semi-squares the true node, though, and the true node, of course, is our destiny point. The true node being in Taurus is all about rebuilding routine systems, relationships, structures, money matters in our lives that is kind of more supportive of what it is that we desire for ourselves in a futuristic sense than what it is that we've been currently experiencing. So this little semi-square is a little bit of a tension point. It's an inner conflict because we're very uncertain. Even though we're taking a step forward, we're standing in our power, we're recognizing where it is that a dramatic change, a dramatic transformation and shift is needed. We don't know what that looks like. We've never been in this arena before. We've never been in this amount of power and wholeness before. And as we are rebuilding and renewing ourselves, we are definitely going to have to make a couple of changes, a couple of revisions to our plans in moving forward. Here's where things get interesting. Venus, who is now clear from the fog, clear from her shadow, is totally clear on what it is that she needs to have happen in her life, especially where relationships are concerned. And Venus bumps into Chiron in a very positive way. And this is a huge healing. First of all, a huge healing in ourselves, getting our heart and our head on the same page, recognizing where it is that we've been doing a disservice to ourselves by saying yes to things that we should be saying no to. Secondary, we are being pushed to heal the relationships that we deem to be of value. We're looking for stability. We're looking for encouragement and support. And this is really going to open up the dialogue in those relationships that we are asking to meet us halfway and give them an opportunity to show us where it is that we truly stand. Now, the moon is going to bump into Chiron just after Venus bumps into Chiron. Of course, the wounded healer is definitely showing us what it is we still have left to kind of focus on, our wounds as far as healing goes. But at this point, we are just celebrating the very small wins, the very small victories. And because the moon is in Aries, we're not so attached to the past. We're not dragging up the past. We have more of an attitude of let's start fresh. Let's start from where it is that we're at instead of, basing everything off of our past pain, our past trauma. So emotionally speaking, we are moving forward. We are making huge strides in our healing journey, especially where, like I said, relationships are a huge factor. Recognizing where it is that we've been giving our power away to other people, huge factor. And where it is that we need to take our power back in love and support of ourselves, first and foremost, is a huge healing factor. Now, the moon is going to go ahead and make an aspect with Venus and with Mars. As you know, Venus and Mars still traveling together throughout the cosmos, the feminine and masculine divine energy. They are very close to Pluto. Like I said, yesterday we had this Mars and Venus and Pluto conjunction, still kind of riding off of the new moon energy. This is an empowerment energy, people. This is a good energy to realize where it is that we're passionate about certain elements in our lives, where new desires are coming into play, where it is that our intuition is inspiring us to muster up the courage and bravery that we need to make a beautiful transformation in our lives, pursuing new relationship dynamics, pursuing new paths in which we are bringing new creative projects into our realm. Whatever it is that we are focused clearly on that is going to inspire our heart and renew passion and desire in our lives, that is what we are emotionally in tune with right now and what it is that we are very much focused on. Now, disclaimer, evening into the night, we are going to hit a couple of bumps. Here's the thing. The moon is going to bump into Uranus, the great awakener that usually provides us with insight and clarity, but in this particular case is going to foggy up our minds a bit, as if Pisces season wasn't doing that enough. We're really going to be uncertain on what it is that we want to do from here. Again, when we take one step forward, we stand in our power, we claim where it is that we want in our lives, then we get insecure about the choices in which we made. The moon goes ahead and bumps into the sun that is in Pisces energy, really kind of fogging up our intuition, foggying up our heart space and our mental plane, and then bumping into Jupiter, who of course wants us to grow through the pain, grow through the suffering, focus on the silver linings of our struggle. And this particular energy, especially with Uranus and the sun and Jupiter really kind of coming together and being emotionally charged by the moon, we are hella confused on what it is that we need more of. We're hella confused on what it is that our intuition is telling us that we need in order to find emotional stability within ourselves. And as if that wasn't confusing enough, we are going to wrap the day up with Mercury, ruler of the mental plane, bumping into Neptune, who of course is in his place of power in Piscean energy. And this is definitely going to, again, blur the lines, blur the communication, blur the understanding, blur the perspective and insights that we were so sure of earlier on in the day, definitely adding to some confusion, definitely adding to some questions of insecurities and doubts. And this is definitely going to position us to figure out what it is we want to do from here. Again, we made huge healing strides in the early part of the day, and now we're questioning what it is we want to do from here moving forward, whether or not we're going to push forward or whether or not we're going to take a couple of steps back.